Finally, people, I am posting the final part of the rant. Whee! This was originally just going to be stuff that I wanted to talk about, but I've gotten so many more, replies with more suggestions in them since I posted parts 1 and 2 that, this one I'm going to have to read the ones people suggested first, and at the end, if I have time, I'll read the ones I wanted to. But before I get to that, there's one that I absolutely have to do. In my last rant, not in the last one, but in my older one, I said that I did not like honey and berry nose. But I had nothing against honey for it. I just didn't want it with berry nose because at that time, berry nose was a jerk. This really isn't that bad of a spoiler, but berry nose proves in Sunrise that he is not a total jerk, and I'm sorry that I insulted him. I didn't realize berry nose had a heart. I'm sorry, and now I'm moving on. To begin, Hawkflight7 suggested a bunch of ones to me. And also, before I read this, one of the couples in there was actually suggested by more than one person. I'm not going to give her just her credit for suggesting this to me, because more than one person did. She was just the first person to. So, Dawnpaw and Lion Blaze, that one was suggested by more than one person. She was just the first. So, her suggestions were Heather x Ash, Dawnpaw x Lion, Kestrel x Willow. Okay, Heather x Ash, I don't even know. Maybe they just wanted to pair Heatherpaw up with Lion Blaze's mentor? I don't know. Now, Dawnpaw and Lion Blaze probably just, I don't know. That doesn't even make any sense. They're related, so. Maybe it's because when they helped him with the thing in Shadow Clan, with Saul, maybe from helping them, they thought that they liked each other. I don't know. Kestrel likes Willow probably just because they're both medicine cats and therefore spend time together. That's all I can come up with for that one, even though it'd be forbidden in more than one way. They're not in the same clan, and they're not. And they're both medicine cats. Both of them are medicine cats. That's worse than Leaf X Crow. They're both medicine cats. So yeah. I don't know how to say this next person's username, but it's on the screen now, and it's going to be while I talk about the whole thing. You decide how to say it. And they didn't suggest couples to me. They suggested something that they want me to talk about. Okay, I'm greatly paraphrasing this because their comment was long. So I'm paraphrasing it. It says, ranting about Mistyfoot's unmentioned mate and kits. She said the mate might be Blackclaw, and the kits were said to be Dawnflower, Reed Whisker, and another cat who died when they were a kit. I actually did not even know about that until you told me, so I am completely useless on that subject. So yeah, I never liked Blackclaw. I don't know why I never liked him, I just never did. He sounds like a Shadow Clan warrior. That doesn't sound like a name for a River Clan cat. That sounds like a name for a Shadow Clan cat. So, I don't know what else to say about that because I'd never even heard about that. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I never even heard about that till you told me. I'm sorry. Autumnclaw, I believe. Autumnclaw. They suggested Willow XJ. A lot of people suggested that one. Holly X Splash. Splash is a cat from the tribe. And talk about how she heard that Barry wants to kill Leafpool. And they asked, I heard that. Have you heard that? No, I haven't heard that. And that's all I have to say about the subject because that is dang crazy. I almost swore there, so I had to quickly cover it up and say dang. Willow XJ. Why do so many people like that couple? Probably because, in, I believe, Dark River, Hollypaw said that Willowpaw was annoyed or upset because she thought that J-Paw didn't like her. That's all I can come up with for that. I don't know who Splash is, so I really can't comment on Holly X Splash. Sorry to be useless, but yeah. She's probably never even going to see Splash again. So, doesn't really matter. Bark Mist suggested Hawk X Leaf and Little X Cinder. Hawk X Leaf I've heard from a lot of places. I don't know where that came from. But it has a surprisingly large amount of supporters. Seriously. I don't know what to say in response to it because I have no clue where it came from, And Hawkfrost is dead now, so it doesn't really matter. Little X Cinder, I assume you mean Cinderpelt. Probably because Cinderpelt actually inspired Little Cloud to become a medicine cat. Therefore, many people think that Little Cloud might have liked Cinderpelt. Because at the time, Little Cloud was a warrior and not a medicine cat. Probably where that came from. Stormriser 1595, I don't know why I said 1, I'm dumb, only suggested 1. That's probably why I said 1. Blue X Lion, as in Lionheart. Well, Lionheart wasn't alive for very long in the first series, so I don't have any evidence for that. But Lionheart was actually made deputy after Redtail, so that kind of explains that. Katie Coo Puppy 888, I think I'm saying that right, not quite sure, suggested a couple of couples. Ha 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 ha, the puns. That was totally unintended. So, Mouse X Long. Well, they're den mates and they're the only two ThunderClan elders. Moving on, Cloud X Daisy, probably because for a while that was almost a couple. At least in Brightheart's mind, it was almost a couple, so yeah. And then Holly X Spider? Isn't Spiderleg? Hollyleaf and Spiderleg? Moving on now. Tawny X Crow. Well, I don't know, maybe they just wanted to pair Tawny Pelt up with somebody. I don't know. Well, Tawny Pelt was actually the only person in the beginning who didn't have someone that they liked, so they probably just wanted to pair Tawny Pelt up with somebody random. That's all I can come up with for that one. The Crazy Peep 143 made up some ones out of boredom. I'm not going to rant about them, all except for the last one, which actually I heard about somewhere else and just wanted to talk about. I'm just going to list these off because they made them up out of boredom and I think they're funny. JX Bright, Bracken X Scourge, Longtail and Honeyfern, and Fire X Cinder, as in Cinderpelt. Well, the last one, Fire X Cinder, has a lot of supporters. Probably because it's the mentor-apprentice thing, and they stayed close friends even after they weren't mentor and apprentice anymore, so that's probably it. That's the only one in here that actually seems reasonable, except for JX Bright. It's probably the mentor-apprentice thing again. The rest of them she's made up out of boredom, or that person and a bunch of other people. They said they made it up with their friends. So that they just made those up out of boredom. So yeah. And finally, Ravenpaw 1919 didn't suggest anything. She just left a comment that was involved with the last thing in the part 2 of this that I wanted to share with you. The comment reads, and this is actually a direct quote. It's funny because me and my friend actually got to meet Erin Hunter, and before she started answering questions, she said, "Before you all ask, yes, I am aware I made Rowan Claw a she-cat, then changed her to a tom. That just shows how easily I can get confused." I just love that. So that explains that. It wasn't a mistake. Maybe she wanted him to be a tom in the first place and accidentally made him a she-cat. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know why I did that. Well, I didn't get to rant about the stuff I wanted to, but none of it was immediate. I just made a bunch of random stuff to rant about to take up a part 3, so I could slip in the little bits of stuff I didn't get to talk about. But I can talk about them some other time. Whatever. I hope you enjoyed my rant, and it is finally done. There's not going to be a part 4, I promise. This is Emberstar, signing off.